How's it going? Chillin'. So today's video, I'm gonna get straight to it. It's been something that I haven't been talking about lately because it's something that I don't want to really focus on in my life, but it's something that I have to do, to continue, moving forward with my life. And like I said in my recent videos, I'm moving out of Florida soon. Because, I've lived in Florida since I was a freshman in high school, and I've seen enough of Florida because, I move around so much throughout my life. Like, when I was a kid, I'd move every single 4 years, because my parents, they were stationed in different areas, so we'd move from one place, to the other. And it just gets to a point where I'm just like, get me out of here. So yeah, long story short, I'm not going to be living in Florida coming up within about less than a month. It's just been, kind of going really quick. Let me give you a little timeline of my life lately. Fresh out of high school, class 2018, I moved down to Fort Lauderdale area. My exact location was in Boca Raton. I moved into our new apartment with me and my sister. I think June 1st was our first day in, and we lived in there for a good bit. Living in South Florida was a big stretch for me, and I think I wanted to see how it went for me and everything. Just wanted to start off life in general. And my parents, they moved from St. Augustine up to DC. I don't know, it was really, once you leave home, it gets to you after a while, and I don't know, living down here was a very interesting experience. I could compare it to a beta test in life. I've just been dealing with so many problems down here and stuff like that. Just for myself, and just I've been through some things down here that I wouldn't wish on other people, and things that have taught me a really good lesson on life. Things not to do, things to do, and how to grow myself as a person, I'm really thankful to have gotten out, and stretched my wings, I guess you could say, out in the real world. We moved out of my apartment May 31st was our last day of this year, 2019, and Ricky got herself a new apartment up in Delray Beach, so it's a little bit closer to her work, but a little bit further than the store that I am located at right now. Because I'm still working with Starbucks. I have been working with Starbucks since, I believe, November of 2017. Fast forward to 2019. I've worked with 3 different Starbuckses now. I've worked at the one in St. Augustine where I first started when I was in high school. And then as soon as I moved down to South Florida, I transferred to a different store, Delray Beach. I eventually got to the point where it was just too far of driving, because it was a 30-minute drive to work every day. And I just switched things up a bit and got the transfer to Deerfield Beach, and that's where I currently work at. I think that's probably my most favorite Starbucks that I've worked at, just because everyone there is so genuine, gives me life advice, and is always there for me. And they're really understanding with being on my own down here. But now, as of me and my plans, I've been taking Arizona State University classes, because the best thing that Starbucks has offered for me, and as the whole reason why I'm still with Starbucks and have been transferring it, is because Starbucks offers free tuition to Arizona State for their partners. So I've taken that opportunity because I don't want to be in debt for the rest of my life in college. Why not do it for free when you can? So long story short, I've got an English class done with them, and I'm already doing another English class and a human communications class. The online school is almost kind of like FLVS, the Florida Virtual Learning School. I can compare it to doing online with them. It's just a little bit different, with the layout and everything, but the teachers and professors are amazing, and even the counselors have been able to help me through a lot of things. All around, school's been going really easy for me. Living down here has been fun, that's for sure. I do miss a lot of friends from St. Augustine who've gone on their own ways, and done amazing things, and I'm really proud of them, and thankful to have known them. And I'm just, taking life slow and easy right now. I've gone on a couple trips lately with some friends to different places, and it's just that my time, in Florida is running out because I'm moving back home with the parents to get my feet up off the ground. I think it's about that time, I've gotten to that point where it was nice down here, and now I need to go back home, work on some schoolwork, transfer to another store up there, save up money, get my feet back off the ground. Get my feet back up off the ground, if you know what I mean. And just basically begin the next chapter of my life, I'm thankful to get to, move back home and not having so many expenses, living on my own down here. And it's a really cool little area where they live, and I'm excited to go there. The only thing that's holding me in Florida right now is that I'm waiting for my Starbucks transfer so I can move up to a different store. And the store I've been looking into is actually a 24-hour Starbucks. I don't know how I feel about that, because it's like never ending, which I don't know how that works. But that's another video. You know, life has just been going by so quickly. I've been told this so many times, like the older you get, the quicker life goes, and straight, like life goes by really quickly as soon as, like, you know, you get to that point in life. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm even old. I'm 19 years old, be like 25, 35, and the life is just going to get even more quicker and more tough. So I'm glad that I've learned the things that I've learned while I was down here and met a lot of new people, and they've taught me new things and taught me how to be a better person and grow in life. And my plans after moving back home, because I'm only moving back home for a couple months so I can, you know, save up the money so I can eventually move back out somewhere else. The area that I've been looking forward to moving is obviously Los Angeles. I would love that. You know, that's the end goal, is getting out to Los Angeles, because, you know, the only reason why I don't like living down here is because there's not really a film community. I mean, there is, but there's not at the same time. You can find people to make things with, it's just that, I don't know, it doesn't feel the same to me. And I kind of feel lonely down here, and a lot of things, you know, went on, like mentally. It went down like a dark path, and I thought that I wasn't going to, like, return at some points from how dark things got in my life. I'm a lot better now than I used to be. Like, there were points where, like, I thought that, like, you know, I wasn't gonna come back from how, like, deep and dark that I went. And, like, you know, mentally, a lot of things going on. It's just one of those things that you're gonna go through in life, and I don't know, maybe you won't, but for me, I did personally. It really took a toll on me, and in the end, it taught me a lot about myself and about the world around me and how things work in life, and just in general how to become a better person and how to move forward in life, because you in general only have so much time on this planet, and you want to make sure that you use all the time that you have to your full advantage and live life to the fullest also, because you never know when the end could actually be in your life. It could be later on down the road like we all want it to be, or it could be earlier in life. Like, you know, those are the things, like, I think about a lot. Reminding myself that is what kind of pushes me to do things in life. I always want to live on the edge and try new things, and that's why I'm just, like, mentally exhausted from living down here on my own. I just need to go back home for a little bit, you know, rethink my life options, and continue working with Starbucks and doing Arizona State University, because those are my most, you know, those are my big priorities in life. Very thankful to have the opportunity to make YouTube videos, because, you know, being so alone down here and, you know, not having that many friends, because it takes time to build up friends for me in general. I feel like you guys are, like, the only ones that, like, you know, I can truly talk to face to face, even though I'm face to a lens, you know. This is, like, a nice way for me to be able to, you know, feel like I'm talking to someone, and having someone there for me and being able to share what I do in my spare time with all the crazy things that I do. I stopped making YouTube videos for a while when I moved down here after a couple months, because I just went through a lot of stuff, like I talked about before, family-wise and personally-wise, and a couple of friendships and stuff, and I just needed a break to be able to, like, find myself again, because it was not a good situation. And those are things that I will never talk about and don't want to talk about, because it's just, like, just videos in general for me, and making films, like, I look back on all the things that, like, me and my friends have done, and I'm just, like, to this day blown away from what we've done, because, you know, we were kids when we used to do a lot of videos and things, and now we're growing up and going on our own paths, and I want to make sure that I continue doing the thing that I like the most, which is making videos for people to watch, and making films that will entertain an audience, maybe change their perspective on something, just thinking outside the box in general to, you know, make video content. But I'm just looking forward to, after moving back home, finding the next journey for me, you know, because, you know, that's something that a lot of people don't sit and ponder on every day, but it's just always something in the back of my head that I have to remind myself that, you know, life goes on, and you got to make sure that you're still going on with it, you know. And the things that, you know, I can't ever take back in life, you just have to, with the things that happen to you in life, you have to make sure you don't let it affect you negatively. You are able to control the way that you think, because your brain is the most powerful thing in your body, which can manipulate and control your thinking. You just have to remind yourself all the time, is this a positive thought to be having? And if it isn't, you have to find a way to be able to change it and some way find a compromise, you know? I just think that's something that I always remind myself too, and I want you to always remember, because no matter what you're going through in life, you always got to remind yourself that you're not alone and that there's other people that you can always contact and talk with. Life just, it goes really fast, and it's what you do with it, you know, in your life. But yeah, long story short, your boy is moving out of Florida because I can't take it anymore and I need a break from it. Just take into account, every single place that I lived for 4 years. So I've been all over it. So basically, I was born in North Carolina. Then I was, I think, living in South Georgia in Albany. It's a little small town. And then we moved up to Norfolk, Virginia, and I think that's where I started elementary school. And then we moved to South Georgia again in the same area in Albany, and I went to, I believe, middle school. And then I moved to St. Augustine, Florida, when I started high school. Then I moved down here right out of high school for a year, and now I'm moving to DC. Oh my god. So I've been all over. It's, you know, I'm used to moving and stuff like that. You know, I just can't be stuck in one place because it gets to me after a while, and I always want to, you know, see new places and new things. I love traveling. I think DC will be a very neat area. I'm not too prone to politics because that's what I surround DC with, but I'm not going to be so stereotypical about that. Open-minded. I'm just looking forward, you know, eventually moving out to Los Angeles after I get my feet up off the ground up there, you know. And I'll just be so thankful to be able to take you guys along with me, you know. I'm working on 2 videos right now. The Everglades Memorial Hospital video from a year ago, which is almost done. I'll tell you, it's freaking crazy. Like, the footage is wild to watch for me. That'll be coming out soon. It's just a lot to work on. I just got done with the most recent Postmates video that you can watch. It's the 3rd one, and me and my friend D are working on a 4th one right now. I can't tell you what we're doing in it, but I'll tell you it's pretty funny. And after that, I'm working on, I believe, one other video, and I think that might be my last video made in Florida before I move, because I'm going to be taking some time off in between the moving, because don't even get me started how many boxes I have. I have to get my car all the way up to Washington, D.C. And apparently I'm doing that by a train that leaves from Orlando, and it's a lot, and I don't want to even get you stressed out because I'm already stressing. So yeah, you can subscribe to my channel if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, that'd be great. Give this video a little thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't care. You can do whatever you want. You're the viewer. Alright, bye guys. Oh my god. You're still here? Click on the next video.